All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to Last Train Home, the hybrid RTS management sim that puts you in the shoes of the Czechoslovak Legion, who has recently suffered a tremendous amount of casualties. Our train, which was originally very well endowed, has been reduced to nothing more than a storage car and a few infantry cars. All of our resources have been lost, many of our soldiers have been killed, and we're in a pretty sorry state right now. So, looks like from now on we are going to have to rebuild, and we are low on ammunition, we're low on food, we barely have enough fuel to get where we need to go, and our money's gone. Everything's in a bad spot. So, let's take stock of where we're sitting right now. We have 3 injured soldiers, 7 depressed soldiers, unsurprisingly. The morale is terrible here. We have a lot of idle soldiers, we have some promotions to deal with, and we have some soldiers with improved roles. So, there's a lot of management that's going to happen in this episode, so I will try and put a link in the description to where the combat starts to come in here. But for right now, let's go ahead and take a look. So as far as soldiers with injuries, we have Maximilian, Ep.3, Frederick. Oh, excuse me, sorry. You got a level 2 in the rifleman. You have an additional set of things to unlock here. Maximilian, and then Alzbeta. So one of you was very, very low. Oh, no one actually got critical injuries, though, so that's good. Okay. So Alzbeta is our doctor, Frederick is our worker, and Maximilian is both an engineer and a worker. So we'll need to take a look at who is assigned where and how we're going to be doing this. I'm assuming that they gave some generic stuff, but maybe not. Yeah, so it does look like we do have our engineer already driving. Either way, we'll take a look at our depressed soldiers here. Rostislav, Dominic, Jan, Camilla, Bartolomej, Pavel, and Antonin. Antonin, I think we had used before, but all of the other depressed soldiers are relatively new to the squad here. If we take a look at those who survived, it was the 8 from the mission that we brought last time. Unfortunately, we had an option to bring, well, I should say 7. We had an option to bring 8, but unfortunately he passed away when the train was collided with. We're not in a good spot right now. That much I can say for sure. Regardless, we need to start from somewhere, right? So, let's take a look at repairs and upgrades. Can we do anything? We can repair their durability. I think they're already at maximum durability. Okay, yes, they are at maximum durability here. Storage. And then our locomotive. Grandpa. Interesting. Okay, so we already have our engineers and our workers. We're going to need to upgrade this thing fairly soon. But I think first and foremost, we need to figure out how we're going to be doing food, because we only have, 18 full rations, and we're supposed to be consuming close to 40 food per day. So let's see where we go next. So first off, we have... I'm not going to pronounce it. We have Yeg, which we can go to. So perhaps we need to make a move to here, and then we can try to get some additional stuff. So looks like you can produce herbs. You can produce food. Maybe we'll go here instead, actually. We'll need to get some of our troops into different squads and move them around. But for right now... Oh, you're in the train station. We can depart. Okay. Perfect. So that'll cost us X amount. Train upgrades. As you sit and watch the horrors of Moscow disappear behind the horizon and ponder your newly acquired responsibilities, Captain Longer approaches you, curiously inspecting you with his critical gaze. Quite unexpectedly, he speaks to you with a soft voice. As you can see, this train lacks a lot. It's moving us forward, but won't serve us long in this shape. Shortly, there will be more of us, and we will need more space, and more importantly, heat. To accommodate as many souls as we can, we should increase the number of living spaces. Not to mention there's no heating or insulation. I do not advise crossing Siberia without heating. The storage car needs to be improved as well. There is a long journey ahead of us, and a good supply of resources is of paramount importance. That way, we might also think about reinforcing the cars. This train is in a daunting shape, and we cannot expect the Reds to make the passage easy for us. It is only up to us to make the most of it, so keep that in mind, Major. Alright. So train upgrades. Let's take a look here. So it looks like we can select and make modifications to the different aspects of the train here. So we were in a good spot, or at least close to. Repairs can only be done when the train is not moving, so let's go ahead and move. Finish moving to where we needed to go. Perfect. So let's pause here. So we do not want soldiers to desert. I absolutely agree here. Infantry car 3. Let's assign the idle workers. So we can change it to a living car or new living. We can upgrade it. Living spaces, heating, and endurance. Reinforced chassis. And each thing costs a certain amount of materials. So, heating, living, and so on and so forth. Let's take a look here. Infantry car 1. We can go ahead and start with. And we probably want to make room for increase. Okay, so comfortable living increases health and morale by 1 per hour when soldier is resting in a living space. New living space adds 3 additional spaces for more soldiers. And that costs cloth, which we have 210 of, and wood, which we have 80 of. So I think that's probably going to be a necessity here. A stove is going to cost 25 metal, but does consume fuel per hour, or per 3 hours, excuse me. Improved insulation improves the inner temperature of the train car by 1 level. Okay. And that costs 100 cloth and 50 wood. Well, let's take a look here. So we have timber, which we can go do. We also have the ability to buy potentially food from Molino and the lake. So the lake is probably going to give us food. Timber will give us wood. And I don't know what you give us. You're just a merchant. And you can change the order as well as doctor. Okay, cool. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and go to the town here. Beneficial trait is... I know everyone's not ready for combat. I'm sorry. We'll have to do something here. Does anyone have avaricious? Perhaps. You do, Antonin. So we'll bring you in as a machine gunner. You're depressed, but that's okay. Soldiers with combat roles available. Bring the sniper and the scout. So we'll send you out to the lake for food. We need to look for a hunter and a survivalist. Do we have any? Survivalist. We can bring you. No, we don't. Okay. You're currently stoking. That's fine. We're not moving anywhere just yet. And then Thrill Seeker. Minus increases the XP gain of any combat role mission. Okay, maybe not you. Charismatic? Okay, I don't know. We'll pick it. So at least we'll have Survivalist, which is good. It does not look like we have anyone. We do have... you're injured. Cannot be deployed due to injury. That's unfortunate. Would it be worth taking a look at getting you later then? Maybe. Maybe once we get to Columna. So for now, let's go to the Timberland area. And let's make a new squad. I suppose we just bring everyone that we can, right? It's not really going to make a difference. And we do need the wood. And you're driving. That's okay. We don't mind that. Alright, let's go ahead and let our squads do what they need to do. One thing that is important is herbs. We probably need another squad there. Who's available? Everyone's deployed. Okay, let's all available soldiers, yes. So we can do you, and you. Let's get you out there. We need to buy what we can. Okay. Let everyone kind of move out. Oh dear. All right, first and foremost, timber. Everyone cut down some trees. All right, report, Major. We found and taken down a few good trees. 78 wood and 1,500 combat roll experience. Perfect. You guys can come back now. Go ahead and bring the next set of troops in at Molino. All right, so the merchant has available for us roasted meat. It doesn't look like this is... Oh, these are consumables, which give morale. Okay, perhaps I misunderstood that. But removes hunger and starving status and also provides 1 health and morale per hour while the soldier is resting and recovering. Caviar. Ooh, expensive. Let's give some coffee. Maybe not. Oh, vodka. There we go. Everyone likes vodka, right? Okay, scrambled eggs. Let's get a few scrambled eggs. And then maybe caviar gives charisma. I don't know what these necessarily do per mission. But I think a meat and vegetable salad. Oh, maybe not. Jeez, this is so expensive. Here, we'll just do that. I don't know how valuable these are going to be, so we're going to give it a shot and then go from there. And then you guys are here. A beggar's story. Great danger awaits you on your journey ahead. A surprisingly strong voice comes from a beggar you encounter on the road. He's pointing at you with his skinny hand. Unexpectedly bright eyes are staring at you from behind his messy and dirty hair. We listen to his warning. Oh, the Reds are hardly any trouble compared to the predicament of the dark forest and its secrets. And she is right in your path, looking for the homeless ones like yourselves. Aren't you the homeless one? This whole country is my home, you fool. Where's your home? Okay, minus morale. Okay, sad. Because you're nationalist, I see. So you value freedom, personal responsibility, and you like your nation. Okay, I understand that. Spare some food? I mean, sure. We're probably going to suffer a little bit because of it, but who knows? Yosef takes out a small can and hands it over. The beggar makes the can disappear into his pocket and, with a big smile, launches into his story. In the woods, a place of horror lies. On a bird's leg, a shack runs round, where Baba Yaga, wretched and old, resides. Beware her offer of a place to stay. There's a catch, don't make a sound, so you won't end up as her prey. Those who do not give her tribute to her broth might end up to contribute. Did you just pay to hear a nursery rhyme? Yes, I suppose we did. Oh, your soldiers have a good laugh about it and leave the thankful beggar to his own fate. Okay, well, we've definitely made worse mistakes. All right, let's take a look here at the merchant. So you have cloth and you have herbs. You also have a first aid kit. Nice. The consumable, I'm assuming, so these consumables, yeah, can be used within the realm of... How do we do this? So, sorry, I got distracted. These consumables can be used within the world map, it appears. Let's get 30 of you. And then maybe a med kit. Do we have a first aid kit? We do have 6, so perhaps not. I would like to find some food, but I think that building all of our resources is going to be good as well. Let's bring everyone back. So you guys are on the way. You guys are on the way. And we're good to go. So we are running somewhat low on food. That's okay. Okay, so everyone made it back. Excellent. So we don't have any... yes. Okay, disband. Disband and disband. I'm assuming you guys didn't go back to where you were supposed to be. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So, meal. And then daytime and nighttime workers. Stoking doesn't really cost anything, I'm gathering. Okay. Perhaps you don't like it, but I'm sorry. There's not really much I can do at this point. So one thing we could look at is the engine. So, for example, we could decrease the chance of an engine malfunction. We could decrease the fuel burning. Raised walls, security precautions. Oh, I see. And etc., etc. Okay, for right now, though, let's go ahead and make a change to the durability. Not the durability, the living spaces. So that's 50 wood. I think you burn... Well, I mean, you don't necessarily burn, but 50 wood and 50 cloth. Let's go ahead and do that for infantry car 1. We can auto-assign here. You're at low stamina. You should probably not be working that. So we're already at high efficiency. Let's figure out someone else who can do this. Everyone injured? Yeah, everyone might be injured. Okay, Yosef, you can do it. We're at 100% efficiency, so... We probably should have done that at the town here, but... Nonetheless... You're almost done. Actually, I should have done that in the meantime. That was silly of me, wasn't it? Okay, so we need to go to... We'll go here. And we'll depart. We have quite a few idle soldiers. 2+ promoted soldiers. And we'll do that when we land at Kolomna. So let's go here. We'll take a look at... Oh, we can only hit it after we pass it. Okay. There we go. Okay. Pausing. Doctors. Alright. The local doctor has offered to treat your sick and injured. However, the doctor can spare time and resources to treat serious injuries only. Both factions in the Civil War are aggressively recruiting doctors for their own purposes. So those who are left have no shortage of work. All right, 300 gold. We'll take it. And how much do we have left? 400. All right. The doctor helps your sick. Everyone else seems to be fine. All right, so at this point, we want to take a look at the lake here. So we can select a squad. We need a lot of food. So let's bring Maximilian. Let's bring... Who else is valuable in here? Hamel. And, I mean, honestly, let's just bring everyone we can. Let's see. Combat roles. I want people who are not working right now. So I should just look at that. Okay. Let's confirm. We'll send all those people out. We have both of the necessities there. And then in the meantime, we can take a look at the merchants. You have metal and gunpowder, as well as some ammunition and combat equipment. How much do we have in terms of ammunition? 120 rounds of handgun ammo. Not a whole lot of machine gun ammo. It's unfortunate. We don't have very much equipment either. We could sell a few things if we wanted to. Metal is quite expensive. Wood, not as much, but gunpowder is quite expensive. I'm thinking maybe we bring out... Maybe just... We can't even do that. It's so expensive. Nope, we just can't afford that right now. Alright, and then you guys are going to be working on that. What in the meantime, let's think about this. Storage car. What else could we do? We do have still some wood and quite a bit of cloth. We could take a look at our storage car, which is currently at 10,000, which we're not even close to, as far as I am understanding. So let's go to our infantry car here. And we will improve the insulation. Because if we do that, we can have other people from the infantry car number 2 and number 3 move into this one as needed. Now, whether this is a bad idea or not, I don't know. Maybe we just hold off for now. We want to see what's necessary here in the future. Let's go ahead and leave our soldiers to scavenge the lake. Almost done with the fishing. All right, let's take a look. The lake was full of fish. We even found some old nets by the pier. Our main problem was figuring out how to catch and retrieve all of the fish. 1,000 combat role experience and 23 food. Okay. Everyone get back. So that's a bit more. So we have another day's worth of food. Enough to avoid starvation. Full rations. We may need to cut rations. I don't know. Probably for those who are not in our combat squad. Now let's see. Where do we go next? So this is abandoned. So let's get here. We'll depart. Didn't mean to do that. And we'll select a squad to travel here. So what we want is... So burglar is good. I love how being short gives you improved chance to avoid shots. Oh, that's incredible. Let's see. Housekeeper. And we're also leveling up our troops right now by doing all of this, which is really nice. I think we have all of the available traits to us. So at this point, we just want to take a look at whoever's available. Maybe Antonin can also go. Okay. So we'll explore, and we do have both of the beneficial traits here. So, and you guys sell what looks to be consumables. We don't have any consumable needs right now, so we'll ignore that. And then we can go ahead and explore here. Next up, our biggest area is going to be Ryazan. There's also a forest and another abandoned city here. All right, scratching, head, and more. Nice. As you're reading through reports, you notice a bloodstain on one of the papers. You look to see where it came from and notice blood behind your fingernails. It hits you. You've been scratching yourself for a few hours now. You discover a rash on your hands, armpits, and hips. The doctor is ushered in. Scabies, Major. There's little chance of getting rid of the scabies given our situation. Is there anything we can do about it? So you can scrub the train and everything in it, burn the clothes, and anything that can be spared or will endure it. Probably scrub the train. I think that's probably the middle ground. Alright, all the cloth, bedding, and other textiles found on the train are gathered and washed. A lot of effort is spent on dusting and wiping every surface. The train is almost speckless, and the soldiers, though exhausted and cold, are proud of their work. Sadly, maintaining this level of hygiene is difficult, so the scabies will soon return, but the stunt resulted in some good memories. Hey, improved morale. Minus a little bit of stamina and health, but the morale is going to be very valuable. So, unfortunate, but there we go. We'll take what we can get. Report. We went through the place, and it was as empty as it looked from afar, but the owners left behind some things we can use. Here's what we found. There was a smithy and plenty of good metal that we can use. I reckon it was too heavy to pack, so they left it behind. So we got 69 metal and 12 fuel, as well as 2,000 combat experience. Very nice job, squad. Let's get everyone back. And our next goal is going to be to move on to Ryzan. We probably need to move past this, or we'll dock here. We're taking a look. Oh, excuse me. You receive a report from one of your soldiers. It's intelligence that he obtained when chatting to a local while the train was making a stop. The reports claim the Reds have a large camp where they're training newly enlisted soldiers. Apparently, many are queuing for hours in order to join up. The report concludes they promise the farmers a helping hand from the military to tend their farms. There are so few people left to work because of the war. It's letting the food rot on the fields or joining the Reds. At the end of the report is an approximate location of the camp. Interesting. Okay, so we have a new mission here. Send a squad to the Reds military camp. And where is this military camp? Did I miss it? Perhaps I did. I'm not entirely sure. The steam mill? Or... Ah, it's over here. It's far beyond where we are right now. Okay, that's fine. So we can keep moving. All right, regardless, let's go ahead and take a look at the pub. Pub is minus 160 gold, which is a lot more than we have right now. Whoa, no. That was 990 money. No. I wish we could bring everyone up, but we can't. So 160 is going to be what we got. And a merchant. They have gunpowder. They have weapons. A Mosin rifle. Ah, you have different rifle types as well. That's quite nice. Well, let's take a look at what we have to sell here. So we have a fair bit of metal, which we could sell. We did collect quite a bit, so that gives us some gold. We have a few weapons available, but we don't have a whole lot of handgun ammunition. So let's bring, let's get a little bit of that. Rifle ammo, I think we're okay with. And then machine gun ammo is going to be expensive, but maybe we can suffer through. I don't think we can. I don't think we can justify that. Not enough food. We have a little bit of cloth we could sell. Go ahead and do that. And then maybe some gunpowder. May need that gunpowder in the future, but for right now, I think we need ammunition because I don't have a crafting anything, actually. All right, we'll take that trade. That gives us a little bit more money. We could also alternatively sell some of these grenades. That might be nice. Yep, let's go ahead and do that. We do have the avaricious trait. So let's go see, what can you provide? You can provide herbs and food. It's going to be expensive to get there, but I think we probably need to make a decision as to who we're going to be bringing where. So let's go here. We'll depart for now. And then once we get here, we'll have our fill of the abandoned facilities, lake, forest, and so on and so forth. Obstruction. Major, the lookouts have spotted an obstruction ahead. It seems a large tree has fallen on the tracks and we need to move it. All right, stop the train. We cannot risk any damage. That's easy enough. No one likes that. Or, well, Jan likes that. Maximilian and Pavel don't. But that's okay. I think that we probably can make the move here. This is going to be 2, 2, and 3. So let's clear the track. We'll take this opportunity to select a squad. And we're going to the forest. So we need this, this, and our survivalist. And we'll bring one other person here. To you, we have another squad, which we will bring you, 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 and you. And then I don't know if we need to have anyone specifically, but we can go to the forest later. All right, let's go ahead. As we're waiting here, moving on to the night shift. Explore, please. Fascinating little bit of management sim here. Report. The obstruction has been removed and we can move again, but there was an accident. Frederick got hurt. Minus 42 health, but plus 75 wood. Okay. We like that. I mean, not really, but it's worthwhile. Okay. Report is ready here. Oh, we need an engineer. Okay, the engineer got injured. That's fine. We will fix that. So now we can hopefully get you. Are you not able to? Perhaps I'm misunderstanding. Let's go to the forest here. Forage. I don't understand. Are you... Is this a bug? Report is ready. Or do we just need to move forward? Okay, I don't know what that was about, but that's okay. Alright, report major, we went through the place. It's as empty as it looks, but we found some stuff. Smithy, plenty of good metal. We got metal and fuel, and 2,000 combat role experience, and 2 level ups here. 2 medics got to level 2 and level 3 respectively. And you guys are done as well. Why am I... Perhaps I'm making a mistake here. But I don't understand what's going on. You guys should have... You're waiting in the forest. But you didn't get any food. You didn't get any... anything. There's just no activity available. Okay. No report at all. Interesting. Okay. Perhaps a bug. Perhaps not. I'll have to take a look. We do have one soldier who is tired. You are deployed outside the train. That's fine. You'll be getting back in very shortly. And again, very strange. Nothing from there. Regardless, we probably need to go get some form of food here. Which unfortunately means sending you out. What do you have? You have survivalist. So can we give you a little bit of food? Because quite honestly, I need you to do something. Send him out. Ah, quite disappointing. Okay. You can fish now. Because we are running low on food. Half a day at most. Right, take a look at the reports. Full of fish. Fortunately, he was able to pull one fish after another, making it a great success. And the herbalist also helped, which gives us 71 herbs and 20 food, as well as 1,500 combat experience. All right, and then one of our soldiers is very, very tired. Which is sad, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and address a little bit of that. So you can move to... Here, we can just do you. Let's start moving our guys over to the other area here, because this is going to be our primary car. And then you guys, whoever's in number 3, go ahead and move Andrej. Why not? Okay. Next on the docket here, it's going to be getting to Ryask, or Ryask. So I think we're going to go there, and we're going to call it here for this episode. I know this was kind of a breather episode after the intensity of the last one, but it looks like our next set of combat will be over here in the Red Army camp. So we'll be taking a look at that very shortly, and then going from there. Right, and we're in the daytime. All right. Captain Longer comes to your quarters with all the military decorum that protocol requires. After knocking on your door, he announces his name and rank and requests permission to enter. You feel he's testing you, waiting to judge you based on how you react. You may enter, Captain. As Longer enters, you salute, a gesture that he mirrors. He remains standing at attention until you order him to be at ease and prompt him to speak. His expression remains neutral, giving you no indication if you meet his standards or not. Major, there's an opportunity here that you should... Longer is quick to realize his slip of the tongue and corrects himself. Rather, you might find it important. According to the poster and the locals, many nearby villages are looking for help. The war has depleted the workforce in this region. The Reds are taking advantage of this to gain new followers and pull people over to their side. We might want to try this too. Find a village and mark it on the map. I've already found such a village, he says. Permission to leave, Major. You grant him permission, he salutes again and leaves. Alright, a new quest. Help is on the way. Help in the village and gain the trust of local residents. Alright, so that looks like... So this is Chernobyl. Alright, this is actually a combat mission. Very interesting. So let's go ahead and make sure that we have everything available here. As far as merchant, they don't really have anything that we want. I mean, maybe that we can take that cloth. Yeah. We'll take all of their cloth. And then medical kits. How are we looking on medical kits? We actually don't have any? Really? Oh, that's not good at all. Okay. So I suppose we kind of need that. So let's take those. And we will set up a squad. So a recommended squad size of 6, difficulty of 1 skull, with a reward of XP, fuel, metal, and cloth. So again, this could be very useful for us in the future. But let's go ahead and take a look at what squads we can make. So I believe that we can definitely field a strong squad here. Maximilian, our sniper. Medic, level 3 is nice, of course. Getting a medic a level up would also be very good. Antonin, getting close to level 3 here. Let's bring a grenadier. Oh, you're tired. Nope, we can ignore you. So we can bring you, though. Excuse me. You are short for a rifleman. We'll take it. And then perhaps just a second rifleman would be good. You have a minus fitness, but that's okay. Oh, and you are the engineer during the evening, so we'll probably not take you. Thrill Seeker, you get increased XP from any combat roles in missions. And then you also have increased charisma. Okay. So we'll probably have a few things to improve on here as we level up. However, for right now, Dangerous Mine. Soldier uses intellect to inflict more damage. And the landmine, you have the ability to place a landmine, which is quite nice. Alrighty, everyone. I think that's going to wrap it up here. So we have our squad ready to deploy to Chernobyl. And in the next mission, we will be deploying that squad, handling the combat. But before that, we are going to take a look at all of the troops that have level ups and looking into that. But anyway, thank you guys for hopping along with us. I know this is kind of half strategy, half action. So if you're here for the strategy, great. I love it. If you're here for the action, also great. I love it. But you might want to take a look at kind of how we describe the episode. So absolutely do not take it personal if you just want to skip this and go straight to the combat. So anywho, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, morning, evening, wherever you are. And we'll see you next time.